Yeah, man, it is another episode of #Kicks&Culture Podcast. I'm nice, as always.
Why are you tatazelig now? Relax.
Don't tatazel.
Don't relax. Or send my fault. Did you see what I did there?
Yeah. Okay, I got you. I just got you now. Yeah, man, welcome to it. It is another #Kicks&Culture Podcast. Another dope, I almost said the other word, but okay, another dope episode. And yeah, man, I'm rocking my Converse.
They're looking hella fresh, by the way, ne?
Yeah, and you guys are calling it Tamakizela, but then it's fine.
Yeah, but is it fresh?
Yeah,
We've been matching with the culture.
Yeah,
combos are communicating.
You have to match with the culture. You understand? So yeah, man. Today we have special guests, the friends of the podcast.
Hi, Q, excited about the episode. Just saying, #, just putting it out there.
You're excited about it?
Yes.
Why?
Just open the vault, man.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, it's a bit awkward, you know, when you're introducing your own brother on the show. It's a bit awkward.
Okay.
So this is my big brother.
Biological or
blood brother.
Okay.
This is my big brother. So it's awkward introducing your big brother. Anyway, man, we've got Khetha Nhlangothi in the building, and we have Lolly on. If you guys don't know, on social media she goes by the Lolly. I don't know why.
Like that.
Why? Why that?
Because I am the Lolly. There's no other one.
But it doesn't have explanation.
It doesn't need one.
Oh, okay, cool. At the end of the day, man.
welcome everybody. Yo,
welcome. Already, my shots are being thrown.
Shots are being fired. Guys, welcome to Kicks and Culture.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to have you. We're going to talk about all the goodie stuff towards the end, but quickly for those who don't know who Lolly is and who's the brother to Valentino, who are you in a nutshell?
Okay, I'm here by virtue of the brother, so I'll let the brother go first.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah,
okay.
Putting me on the spot, but anyway, it's good to be part of the culture, man. I'm excited to hang out a little bit, guys. Thank you so much. And as my big bro here already alluded, I'm his big bro. I also call him my big bro. My name is Khetha and Lolly. I'm the founder of the theVault2.0, which is an event space that I think we'll talk about more of later. And I'm here with my colleague and someone who keeps me in check.
Okay.
Lolly, but I'll let her introduce herself as well. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Oh, snap.
Kidding.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lolly from The Vault. I am, as Khetha said, the engine of The Vault, keeps everyone in check. That person that will call you at midnight to say, yo, did you do what you're supposed to do?
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll talk about The Vault later as we go. And I've met him before.
Oh.
He didn't even help us carry one thing.
I'm not surprised. I'm not really surprised.
Ow!
I'm not surprised. He didn't even get the sexy voice from him. So, nix.
Shame, at least he brought us here.
Okay.
At least.
Let's give him that.
So now I can see you guys are taking shots at me. So since you like everybody's going at me, but it's fine.
Oh, love, man.
So yeah, man. The main thing is that today we're gonna talk about the vault, and if you have never been there, trust me, you've been missing out. I've been there like on all of them, not all of them. Yeah, some I haven't.
Don't expose yourself now. You're incriminating yourself.
Man, it's one of the dopest events in Joburg, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Uguti, like, where did the vault start, and how did it start? Where did the idea come about? Let's deep dive into it. Yeah, so we'll start with you, Khetha, right? When you had an idea of starting the event, why did you think there was and it would feel like there was a need for you to study the vault?
Yeah, no, it's actually quite interesting. And when we spoke yesterday, I actually had to try and think a little bit to, in a very short space of time, so much has happened.
Yeah.
And I think when you asked me that question, I also had to remind myself a little bit. And like, what happened? How did I get here? Because I'm so deep within now, sometimes it's very easy to forget where it comes from. But the idea really started very informally. And I think there are a lot of mistakes happened behind the start of the whole concept, because we've then had to learn a lot more later than actually, doing the research before starting the movement. But, I think the key for me was actually to just start. But to answer your question, I used to go a lot to Fourways Farmers Market back then when it was still at Fourways, opposite Monte there. And without fail, I would notice this trend where when they are closing at 4 p.m., you have this big group of people all complaining, walking towards the gate, complaining, why does this place close so early? And without fail, they would either go to, there was a place, just an entertainment place just down the road, or they would go to Rockets and all those kind of spaces. So what I noticed was this trend of people that want to hang out during the day, easily go in daytime, catch up on the train, grab some good food, meet new people. But there was always a compelling need to go to the second location where they could come alive and dance a little bit more. So the idea behind Vault was really to say, how can I bring these two spaces into one?
I see.
And that's how really the idea behind the Vault started. And I was standing outside the parking with a lady called Lulungi. She's a big sister of mine. And I was like, yo, man, I have this idea. What do you think I can call it? And the name behind Vault was, she just asked me, what do you want to do? What kind of space do you want to create? And I said, I want a space where people feel safe, comfortable. But also what I noticed was people that go to the markets are people that really like an easy kind of going space. So I thought, oh no, man, I need to create a safe space where people could come in and have fun. And that's how the entire Vault name even came about. And that's how 5 years later we have Vault2.0.
Fantastic. I mean, you've been part of mothering this child and growing the Vault.
Unfortunately.
Talk to us about, he touched on some of the mistakes. Can you give us some of those insights, the difficulties, the challenges that you've had in raising this child in an unforgiving market, because events are very unforgiving. You have to get it right sometimes, otherwise then it's on to the next big thing.
I think a lot of the times whenever we've had like a very successful event, we tend to relax when we have the next event, thinking that, okay, we've got this, and would relax and not put in the work as much as we did with the previous one for preps. And when the time comes, it's a whole, guys, we're left with 4 weeks. We haven't really done anything. We know, yes, everything will be in place, but has the marketing been done? Have you printed whatever you needed to print, Those little things that contribute to a whole event being successful. People, yes, know about the Vault, but will they come?
Yes.
Are we giving them the need to come? Are we giving them the cheese to say, okay, come, here's the cheese,
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. And I think we used to also mull a lot around the date that we'd pick, because in most instances we'd pick dates where there are bigger events that have bigger sponsors than us. And people will obviously... most people will go there because they buy their tickets like way in advance. Way in advance, and the lineups would be more exciting than ours. And honestly speaking, I'm really trying to get us to build a community whereby it's not about who's performing; it's about the vibe. You should be able to buy a ticket without even needing to know who's going to be headlining the event.
I see. I think also, just to follow up to that, I think most events, and I'm seeing with one of my favorites, Bread for Souls, there's this, I don't know if it's deliberate, and I think it is, to create a cult following. People who understand that if I'm going to Bread for Souls, I'm guaranteed of proper music, I'm guaranteed that sort of thing. How easy it is for you guys as the Vault to curate that, and how difficult that has it been? I mean, we're talking off, you're 5 years in a market where there's so much influx and it tends to be saturated with events. How easy it is or difficult has it been to create the cult following that you're envisioning to have?
I mean, slowly but surely we're getting there. It is a difficult thing, especially when you get events like Bacardi, where people buy their tickets way in advance, and then we do our events like around the time where Bacardi is, and most of our people are the vault is for the grown and sexy. Number one.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
so for us to be sharing our people with such big events is also another thing. So we do have a following. You know, there's a difference between a following and followers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all about, yes, our followers really want to be with us, but they've already bought tickets to another event.
Yes.
So yeah, that's where the difficulty of it comes in. But otherwise, we are getting there.
Okay.
And I think to add to what Lolly is saying, it's when you made an example, for instance, with Bread for Soul, it's the frequency that they do their events also kind of helps. And I think because they are genre specific, so they're more a genre centered event.
Yes.
So you know, if you are a deep house person, you know that's
the space.
Whereas we more narrating the experience. So we'll give you different feels. Like I said, we're trying to bring the two spaces together.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if you went to a market now, you find a very chilled vibe, easy going. The music, you might not know 60% of the songs, but it's introducing you to a new sound and everything. And then when you go out to a predictable place, be it a club or a known establishment, you know exactly what you're going to get. And you're trying to kind of bring those two spaces together. So during the day, it's your easygoing vibe, your your breakbeat sounds, your deep house and all of that. So, and we do our events almost in 3 months, one event per quarter.
I see.
So to sort of stay in a consumer's mind during that period, it really requires a lot more effort and quite a lot of activity in terms of just staying alive in the consumer's mind. And just so that they don't forget what the experience was like and what it could be again when they come through. Yeah.
So running in an event and to be running it for 5 years and successfully, there's always that difficulty that's there when you are running it from your own pockets and there are no sponsors at the moment, because sponsors want to see something that's going. And how has it been for you guys, like the experience of and also the hardships of trying to get sponsors involved to buy in to what you guys are offering?
That's probably within the team, I'm mostly responsible for being out there to establish those relationships with different brands, along with Lolly from a marketing perspective side. And I think that's probably been one of the biggest headaches we have. Because when you look at other events, it's people within the industries, people who are either on TV or people who are within the music itself. I mean, I'm an engineer. From a qualification perspective, I come from an engineering background. So I know I didn't have existing networks that I could immediately say, yo, boys, come through, DJ Man, come through. So for every little move we make, there's a payment to it. So it's unlike our friends that that can just make things fast track
happen at that certain time.
And that's on both from reaching out to brands and reaching out to people that help you make them come. So it's very, very challenging. But we've had to dig deep within our pockets. The financial aspect of it is actually quite a big part of the event, because with everything you do, from the day the concept comes alive in your head, when you reach out to your designer for the flyer, that's already a cost. All the way from that time to securing venues and everything. By the time the poster comes out to say we have these artists on this venue, you've dropped quite a lot of money.
There's a lot of money invested.
And if there are no sponsors or people that back you and believe in the vision, it's very hard. And I think the biggest challenge about that is not necessarily because your event is not dope.
Yeah.
But it's about trying to stand out amongst the thousand events, because the first question they ask you is, what's different about you?
Yeah.
Why should we sponsor you as opposed to A, B, C, and D?
Yeah.
You know, so, and ultimately, if you think about it, events, let's say you go to 10 events at 9 p.m. across Joburg. At 9 p.m., they all look and sound the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when you go around 3, 4, 5, that's where you put really, when people are still sober, when everyone's judgment is proper and all of that, then you can really notice those minor differences, because they're very small.
Yeah.
Like someone else is centered around house, someone else is playing all different genres, someone else is playing strictly soul. But, you know, what makes us different? And that's where the challenge comes from, because in your mind, as a founder and as a team, you know exactly what it is. But can I convince the 10 other people that are listening to me? And then that really becomes the challenge. But, you know, we've made good strides over time.
Yeah.
And we're very, very proud that over time we've gotten a few bands to believe in the vision. And I think it's only going to grow from here on,
Yeah. But what has been the driving factor? Because at the end of the day, right now, you've been running it from your own pockets, right?
Yeah.
And what has led you guys not to give up? Because someone else would have said like, nah, I'm done. This thing. But like, if you're running something from your own pockets, even you know you have responsibilities on the side, and then now there's this baby that you want to push ahead, and your responsibilities are calling you also on the side.
Yeah.
And then now you want to invest in this because you believe in it so much. So like, what has been the driving factor in you guys saying, nah, we're not going to give up, we're not going to drop this, we're still going to continue in it?
Maybe I'd be married by now. Or I have kids. And
You know the problem to that?
Hey,
So I think when you do this thing, you gotta look beyond money.
Yeah.
It has to, when an event goes wrong, horribly wrong, I mean financially, on the day, pre-event, post-event, the only thing you're left with is the real reason you started it.
Yeah.
And that has to come from within, that conviction to say, actually, why did you start this?
Yeah.
I think I'm a lover of people. I think the love for events for me started from, I just love human interaction in many ways. I love an idea of bringing people together in some form or way. And for me, I found that through the event space. So when the money is not there, when things go wrong, and we experience challenges, that is all you are left with. And I think Lolly can tell you how many times I've said it's the last event. It happens almost with every challenging event, because events are challenging within the things you can control and things you can't control. Sometimes we've had the worst weather experience events where I think even a VIP tent was almost falling, umbrellas getting rooted off the grass, stage fell. Yeah. The weather was so extreme, and you think Lord, I prayed, I did all this. And things are not going well, but you gotta find a bigger reason than money to stay.
To why you started.
To stay in it,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're onto something. You know, I've attended events for a very, very long time. One of the things, I have a friend of mine who's in the Free State and was talking about the concept of markets, the events in the farmers market concept, where people just come in, join the ambience, have conversation with background music. And obviously what you have now, you're offering a secondary to that, and it's that, okay, there's an experience and there's a music that needs to marry and merge the two. Where do you see that from a marketing perspective in terms of that particular idea? Talking to obviously the space that you're having your event in, which we'll talk about, which by the way is a beautiful space in Q. Where is the Vault taking this particular movement in terms of its growth, in terms of what are the trajectory, what is on the to-do list still with the Vault brand?
I don't know whether I'm allowed to talk about our big event.
Sign the NDA. You got to don't say it.
Yeah. So some details are iffy, but at high level, we want this movement to be bigger than us in a way. we wanted to be a household name that when someone says Vault, you know exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You get a feeling of it. As I tell you the name, you must feel it. You know, so for us eventually is to get there. It's just to open up, because at the moment I'd say our event is pretty intimate, but we would like to, you know, open to make it a little bit bigger in terms of numbers, and to really just continue exploring new experiences, to keep enhancing it, be it embracing the local culture of music, food, and hangout culture. But maybe, who knows, maybe in future, we if things go well, we'll have international collaborations. And
Yeah.
see how we expand.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow.
Neighbor vibes.
Oh, wow.
Neighbor vibes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The thing is, with the Vault, like, let's just say from someone from Alex, right?
Yeah.
And they only go to socials, like to social media. And when you go to it, there's this luxury experience that's there. Like, you see your what are these expensive cars that
Drinking, sipping champagne.
and all of that. You understand? So now, from someone from Ekasi who sees that type of event like that, and they see the experience behind it, because now on the 28th there is an event that's coming, and you guys, like the lineup there, like I would say this is the best lineup Vault has had.
Okay.
Like I would say this is the best lineup that has had. I know we had a conversation about that, but we'll talk about it. From someone from Mekas who wants to come out and have this experience, how would you explain it to them?
I think I'll let the marketer take this one.
Look, man, my whole thing with working with our social media is not trying to exclude anyone except those who aren't age appropriate for our event.
Yeah.
So it's I personally always say, guys, I don't want under 23s there.
Thank you.
Under 23s want to the level of fun that they want to have is the level of fun we cannot offer them.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
want to be dancing. I'm sorry for a lack of a better word.
Sorry guys.
Dancing
Sorry guys.
rough the whole time.
Give it a piece of
You
matafula.
understand? Yeah. So our space is more grown and sexy.
Yeah.
So whether you come from Ekasi or what,
Yeah.
man, as long as you can afford a ticket to the Vault, you deserve to be there.
Yeah.
Our tickets are not even expensive.
I mean,
Our tickets are really not expensive. I mean, early bird is 200 rand. Where would you go see Calvin Momo for 200 rand?
That's
private
the thing.
school amapiano, ne?
Come on. You know? So my thing is, we sell an experience.
Yeah.
We are not just an event. If we were just an event, we could have an event in a parking lot. So what we do is we go around, look for a proper place, a proper venue. Khetha and I fight about it, and then we're like, okay, yeah, this is
the
it.
one.
Yes, this is it. We'll fight, but we'll get over it.
Yeah.
Even like the placing of a chair, we fight about it because we want it to be so perfect that the image that we are selling and the experience that we are selling has to be one thing, you know? Whether you come from Soweto, Alex, Santon, whatever, as long as you're there,
Yeah.
you know, you belong there. The Vault is for everyone who belongs there.
Yeah.
It's vibes on love.
So come open up the Vault. Just quickly, it's a sneaker show. We can't also forget that. So if someone is going to rock up at the Vault,
Yeah.
3 sneakers you would...
Hold on. Hold that thought. Anyway, Kicks and Culture will be there at the Vault, and there's one thing that we're bringing, right?
Okay.
There, we're gonna have a segment that we say it's show us your sneaker.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So there, you better come through. Rocking up, you better show off because it's obvious. We're gonna come through. We're gonna be showing off. So you better come through. You better be on your A game. So continue. Sir.
Your public service announcement. Let's talk to us. If someone is walking through there, 3 sneakers you would think, or they should, or brand-wise, that you think they should be rocking if they're going to be unlocking the Vault.
You know, not that I'm a fashion forward guy. You know? like I said, so before I even answer that question, I just wanted to get back to that, you know, that idea of a luxury event and versus where a person might feel there's a disconnect.
Yeah.
Actually, we're a very accessible event compared to yes, we choose very specific locations and stuff. It's a little bit aspirational when you look at it from a distance, but once you get through those gates, it's an event for everyone.
Yes.
You know, there are spaces where you go in, and let's say you and when they get in, they're like, oh, you should have told me this is how I should have dressed. It's not that kind of space because anyone, you could be a very casual, you could be a very elegant, you could be an in-between person. Anyone is feels comfortable, whether you're drinking champagne, whether you're drinking beer, whether you're drinking, you never really feel like, oh shucks, I can't sit there because I only drink certain kind of drinks and stuff. No, it's a space where actually you can just, you know, once you get in there, it's home for everyone.
Yeah.
As you're there to have fun, we can relate to. And I think that, you know, Kicks and Culture, it's a beautiful thing because sneakers are something that everyone wants to wear, whether you know, you are at the top office somewhere, you are a corporate guy, you are a businessman or not. Sneakers are just, it's such a relatable, and you can wear them with anything. So I think there's a perfect alignment in terms of the vault and what you guys are up to, you know, in terms of brands, man, I'm a Jay's kind of person.
Okay, Jordans, we're taking notes.
I was a Majiva, I'm still a Majiva, and I saw all my life, and I think you know Newcastle.
100%.
If you didn't have an all-star, we were told, you are not
No país.
you're not a real panzula, you know, and I won a lot of dancing competitions.
Aibo. Okay, anyway.
Even now.
I didn't say no.
I think
If people want
The multi-talent.
there's a lot of young, cool, you know, kids here. I think, you know, we can have a challenge offline.
28, see on.
I can still kick ass, but other than that, you know, those are my two go-to normally. So if for me you're rocking J's or you're rocking a Converse brand, there's quite a lot. I have actually quite a decent collection of all-stars. Yeah.
And then my sister.
Guys, honestly speaking, I'm not even gonna lie. If I could, I'd wear heels. Oh my god.
Sell out.
We won't even fight you.
Sell out.
That is a sneaker podcast. I wanted to wear boots.
Really? Oh my word. Okay.
But yeah, comfort. For me, it's all about comfort. Because I walk and work a lot at the Vault. Okay. The sneakers that I am wearing on the day have to match my outfit and have to be very comfortable. So yeah,
that's sort of vibe. Right, let's talk about...
but it's always nice. That part you must never get rid of.
Let's talk about something that you can sell proper. The event, 28 September. The lineup is crazy.
Who are we having?
When I saw Kitchen Mess, I'm like, that's broer. But why should people come to the Vault and unlock the Vault?
Okay, reason number one why you should come is because you will never be able to afford a ticket like that to an event like that with that type of lineup. We've got Sanal Musician.
Shout out.
We've got Kitchen Mess, as you just mentioned. We've got Calvin Momo. We've got our house DJs, Doda. He played at Black Coffee's party, or was it his house? Yes. We've got Lafir. We've got two-tone DJs. They played at Hey Neighbor.
Yes.
Guys, we've got a jam-packed lineup. Like, you can't miss this one. If you're going to miss this one, I don't know, it's on you.
So you guys went all out for this one.
We went all out. No, it's not for us. It's for you guys.
Yes. Give the people what they want.
What you guys deserve. What
goes into? I know that's the tricky part. The concept is great, but then the cast is great. The cameras are great, but you need actors and you need the performers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it the event. What goes into the mind of curating it from that? Which artists are you pedantic and specific in terms of who to bring, knowing what they bring to the vault?
100%. I mean, every artist is a brand. We are also a brand.
Yeah.
So when you have to bring in someone, it has to be someone that aligns with your brand. So Khomotso and Khetha are always the ones that work on that department.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll bring it to my side also, and I'd be like, oh, okay, no, that's dope. I'd be like, But
So-
yeah.
You sound like there are some artists that you have turned down when they brought them to you.
Yes.
Like, hell no way.
Are you going to mention one, perhaps?
No.
So it's actually quite interesting the fact that goes into it. So there's a balance that we strive to achieve. So there'll be DJs that where you kind of look at them and you're like, okay, from a marketability perspective,
Yeah.
you need to leverage off their existing brand, and then there are artists where you just like want purely their art, which is DJ.
Yeah.
But because of how we narrate our events, like I said, there's a daytime experience,
And
there's an early afternoon
Experience where like
there's a
people
night
come out.
experience. So we gotta balance that, and I think because what this has also shown us is there's way too many house DJs who
Yeah.
play the same genre. Right now,
Everyone is Afro-tech right
we
now.
were looking for female DJs
Yeah.
in recent times, and just about 80-90% we received were playing piano.
Boring.
Oh, now we're thinking,
Boring.
and we were looking for someone who can play earlier slots for break beats,
Yeah.
just to initiate you as you come in and you're having your first drink and you're looking around, you are spotting if you want to highlight someone later. You don't want music that as you walk up the stairs already, so shy for sure. So what there's obviously a few other females we reached out to, but they were already booked. But within that space, if you're not reaching out to Mamtag, you're not reaching out to Lochev,
Yeah.
if you,
Rosetta Deep.
it gets very, very, very small very quickly, and all
Yeah.
you're left with is just a couple of jams that play. And sometimes the piano space is taken up, and we don't have a lot of piano DJs because we only have about 2
Yeah.
hours of my piano in the entire day. So you're not gonna then overflood it with the same DJs, because then you are becoming an event.
Typical.
Not trying to be.
Because if you want a full-on piano, you just go to Makbendad.
Yeah.
From the time you walk through the gate, it's piano.
And it's
all
an
the way.
ear infection, man. Exercise.
You go to break for soul. So everyone sort of has what they narrate, and I think that's how. But we really strike a good balance in terms of we build you up, man. It's like foreplay, and we go in and then we pick you up, and then we get to the climax, and that's how we narrate the event.
Nah, it's dope. So are we having cigars this time around?
Yeah,
because
we should.
because the other time,
Okay.
on the last one, we struggled getting cigars.
Okay.
No, you know what happened, baby?
When people spoil you, and now you know when you're gonna go take it, this is what you're gonna find.
Okay.
No, our supplier let us down last minute, and I think because we tend to focus on the big things.
Yeah.
When we realized a day or two before that our supplier says it's not available, and to find another supplier, because also you want a credible supplier.
100%.
We've had instances where people let you down the day before, and it has a huge knock-on effect on the event. So yeah, we were let down by our supplier, but we should have everything covered.
100%. Lolly, make sure because we have the
I even
cigars.
like smoke, but okay.
Let's give the people what they want.
But they not for you.
That's fine. No, I'm just saying, like, the way I don't like smoke, it's not really like up my list to say. I know I bring it up like, okay, Habli,
Thank you.
what? And I'm like, what do you feel?
for some of
But
us.
I make sure that it's there.
Yeah, there's
Don't
a
worry.
bit of Havli guys for the production.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. I mean, look, tickets, critical. How can people get their tickets? I must applaud the Kevin Momo move. I was listening to him in another interview, and he was just talking about the Amapiano curation with events is becoming so staccato in terms of the beat. When you listen to the BPM of it, when you listen to the music, it sounds the same. And there's still a subgenre within Amapiano, the private school, which hasn't been explored. So I must applaud you guys for that. But tickets. How can people get their tickets? And are we also getting tickets on the cast to give away? Perhaps, maybe.
So yeah, we should give a couple of tickets.
Tickets are gonna be given away.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, people can go on Quicket to get tickets. They are already live. I think we are almost sold out on the early bird. So anyone seeing this,
by the time they see it, it's
come to the event. You need to
sold out.
Now, because this one is definitely going to be a sellout. So tickets on www.quicket.co.za. You can search for the Vault or search for our theme, which is a day as Santorini Spring
Santorini Spring.
So that's the theme we're going with. Because it's summer, we're welcoming, warm days back. We want people to look light and beautiful, in their, in their white and blue colors.
Trust, we'll bring it.
Trust the process.
Trust, we'll bring it. We'll bring it. Don't worry.
Rock your sneakers, look good. But yeah, if you go on Quicket, you can catch the tickets now. You can secure them. They'll be emailed to you. And we also have our contacts there on the Links ticket if you want to reach out and maybe have any questions that you'd like to ask.
No pack.
No, you can.
It's not the vibe.
Sandals, right?
No. Unless the parka is
not clap.
No, unless the parka is Gucci or something, please keep it at home. Please keep it at home.
Is no pack.
Yeah, just make an effort, man. I think we put in a lot of work,
like for someone who has never been to the Vault, right? Mm-hmm. When you tell them straight up, there people dress
it's
up.
A different culture there.
So now imagine when you're coming there, you're wearing a bopak and skinned, and someone there rocks up. They're wearing J's. They're wearing.
I need you to explain what pakas are, because to me,
I'm a clap.
Like the song.
Yeah.
Song.
Any shoe that goes pack after you walk, it's a pack.
No,
it's a pack.
Not the shower floors, right?
Like, Vault, that's where you have to show off. You have to smell nice, look good, have a fresh haircut.
Yep.
Everyone have a fresh hairstyle. You understand? Those are the places where you get the proper hands and
True.
and
we
the
have
nice
an influx of proper hands.
Thank you very much.
I think because we are narrating the event, should our cameraman catch you, man? Look good.
Yeah,
so
because we just want to make sure.
Tim, are you noting that we've got to capture the moment?
I'm a clap gents. I'm a clap gents.
I can see.
I'm a clap gents. No. Whoever is gonna be wearing clap, it's cold.
No, don't worry, guys. We're gonna be on our socials when we market. We're gonna do a to-do list and not to-do list for the Vault.
100%.
Cologne, not ips.
Yeah.
Different. It's
far.
Yeah.
Different. We're gonna be also looking at very attire wise. These torn cut jeans. Nama tracksuit last one chogile. Kaka.
Look fresh. And another thing, please make with like Benele Kujana Lapaya. So how people should look.
Yeah, no.
Clap Lapaya.
Is already putting up a few
I've already been putting up outfit inspos on our
thank you
Instagram page. It's theVault2.0 on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I've been putting up inspos. And also to those that didn't hear where you can get the tickets, we have our ticket link in our bio. So just click there and secure your ticket.
And yeah, I was about to say that because we narrate a lot of our content during the day. So people that come early, we'll be capturing you as you come in, and there'll be some goodies. We do have welcome drinks and all of those things. Just to say, man, when you're part of this movement, you're part of the family. So
Yeah, and also you're gonna be checking out your sneakers.
Yes, and also
Be checking
the
out your
Kicks and
sneakers.
Culture squad is going to be there live and direct.
100%.
We've got a special content creation plan for the Vault only. We look better, best believe. But otherwise, guys, we are there. Ngevosho, and kudos. It's I. Tinasis by le youth and dala man. Yes, grown and sexy. And it. To find a space where we can interact with music, interact with people, and still have a good time and wake up the next morning and not feel like somebody just ran over you. It's a plus. So Mina, I'm gonna be there, and everybody who's associated with me is gonna be there.
Looking fresh, my boy.
Dankie, the most hands up 34 in a cheese cup, lale.
No, but we're looking forward to it, guys. I'm excited, and shout out to everyone that has supported us and gotten us to this 5 years. The team I work with, Lolly, Komoto is not here, Banele, some other team members we've worked with, Kanye.
Yeah,
you know Kanye.
100%.
You know her.
And
Lone Star, and it's taken a lot of people to make it happen. There's quite a lot of brands as well that have supported us.
yeah,
Our friends that support us financially when we run into difficulties. We have friends that are willing to take that risk with us.
shout out.
So yeah, they
That's
know
nice.
themselves, and we really, are indebted to you, and we appreciate this platform, guys. We look forward to seeing you being the 1 million subscribers in, and
We receive.
We receive that.
We receive.
We receive that.
We receive. You heard it here first. We
we
receive.
hope to shoot another one then again.
And this is one of our biggest supporters. If you check on the comments on every episode, on every and there's a guy on like when you get to the vault on the gate, Homot. If you're gonna get there and you don't have a ticket, so just make sure that you get the tickets very quick.
Yeah, it's simple, and it's that generation abagibela phezu kwamatafula who takes those chances.
Yeah.
Our generation, youth and dala, angeke ufike lapha ya.
Nama ngitholakala.
Yamthola.
Baby, hey, kids, I'm like, hey. Puma gave me some time, but yeah, no, man. Luckily, we really have good vibes and good people, man. We don't really run into those kind of problems. And yeah, man, let's bring the best version of ourselves and let's have a good time.
All right, we'll be giving away 2 sets of 2 tickets. You guys will run the competition however you guys wish to.
The crew can't enter. The crew can't
Sorry.
enter. So
Even your girlfriends, you're not allowed.
The crew will come and say, no, you guys are shit.
Even your girlfriends
so
are
you
not
can't.
allowed.
Yeah, so you can't.
Imama le crew.
Yes.
But then, you want to say something?
No, I was about to say, look out for that. We will drop all the socials in terms
100%.
of how to do that. But we're looking forward to it. Yeah, umama uzoba khona, umama lo engizweni invite kuye too. One day. But yeah, kuzobe go right.
No, absolutely, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. But thank you so much, guys, for also like giving us an opportunity to come through to your space, and for the last 5 years that you guys have been doing this whole thing. Congratulations to you guys. A lot of people don't get here by mistake, and which means you guys are doing a great job. And this time, I know it's gonna be a banger because the lineup is wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. I'm really looking forward to it. We only have 1 month left, so.
I'm already thinking what to wear. I'm already thinking.
Career designer.
Yeah, maruma mazeka ngimthembile ngalezo shaka. So besibahle nje.
Ungezi nefashion yakwi-7 July.
Nah.
It was a mess.
Nah, we'll have to find photographers on that day. That's how
100%.
But just to add on to that, guys, it's difficult. I've worked in events. I know how difficult it is. First to build a brand, to the logistics behind, the marketing. You courting with event. Remember, every single time you have to always not take advantage of that. I respect and say that onwards and upwards. 10 years, Silapo, and we look forward to it. But Vault, thank you.
Anyway, man, we are out, and just make sure that you subscribe and also follow us on all social media platforms. It's at Evo Group Network, And subscribe at Evo Group Network. I know somebody's looking at me saying he's about to say radio. No, Evo Group Network. My biggest hater in
And
this
to book?
Oh yeah, to book the studios, just make sure that you hit up what is it, Mlu?
Ngayikhohlwa mina ngikuvolting sevolting.
It's productions, it's booking at productions.co.za. Just make sure that you hook that up, man. We out.
Peace.
Hey.
Thank you.